Hey, hey y'all, it's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. Oh shoot, didn't want that. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Good morning, y'all. What's everybody doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. Just make sure comments pop up. And there they go. Good morning, y'all. Woohoo! It's Friday, so we all know what to do. Everybody get up, get off the couch, get out of the chair. You better not be in the bed. Everybody stand up. You ready? It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. All right, let's get started. We are going to do a patriotic swirl. I got a request to do it. So we are using the character board, and as you can see, I did go ahead and add more holes, and I did that very easily with my wood burner. So if you want to add additional holes, the wood burner is your friend. It goes right through like butter. So what I did was, these are the regular sets of holes, so I just put another set right in between all the way around. And then to make putting a center on easier, I put 2 holes right in the middle. Okay, that makes it very easy to add whatever center you want to do. Okay, so here's the numbers. You need 18 blue, 24 white, and 22 red. Okay, 18 blue, 24 white, and 22 red. Good morning, everybody. We are using all fabric mesh. So I've got the red, the white, and the blue. Okay, all fabric. And we are going to put this amazing center in it. But you can add any center you want. Totally up to you. Okay, you can even add the natural. These are now available on my website. Everybody wanted them, so I am making them available. And then we have, because you never can have enough bling, right? So we have the silver bling with the black rhinestone. Bling, bling, bling. Those 2 are available now. These 2 will be available next week because I'm waiting on the rope. And they are the Easter. Look at those little bunnies and the carrots. That's the small one. Here is the big one. So be on the lookout for those. They'll be available next week. Those are too stinking cute. Okay, but the natural and the black with the silver rhinestone, those are both available now. Okay, so let me bring you down and we will get started. Get these out of my way. I brought them just in case I didn't know how to count. All right. Oh shoot, and I totally forgot to load my board. So we'll just use this as a teaching moment. So zip ties flat end to the ceiling, and we're using all of the middle holes. So we are just putting them down and up in every set. Now remember, we added a set in between. This will go quickly. Totally my fault. If you want it to go quicker, I just load them through the back. And it goes a little bit quicker. You missed the Friday dance. Oh, wrong one. Wrong way. Anybody have any plans for this weekend? Glad you caught me live. You just got home from getting a tattoo. What'd you get? That one. Sometimes the ones you add, a little bit of a plastic may be in the way, so it makes it a little bit harder to get through. Let them. Awesome. Good morning, good morning. Sorry about this, y'all. It's been a morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. You tried to order last night and it didn't. Shoot me a message because I can't see all of your question. A lot of times you just need to maybe reboot your computer. Because I was on my website this morning adding those sennas and everything is working on my end. Good morning, good morning. Two more. Sorry, y'all. Hello. You made a rose? Yay. We are going to have a rose off soon. Lori, Dre, and myself are going to have a War of the Roses. I can't wait. So if you're just joining, we are doing the swirl. For this one, the way I'm doing it, you're going to need 18 blue, 24 white, and 22 red. So we are doing all blue in that top section and then alternating the white and red around the rest of the board. On the blue, you can definitely add stars if you want. I am not going to because that gorgeous senna is the star of the show and I don't want to take away from that gorgeous sign. Lori is getting better. She was on Wreath Critique last night in the VIP group. So she's definitely getting better. Almost done, y'all. We should have a contest who can load a board the quickest. Okay, we're done. All right, so here is the top of our board, and you can see I have marked that black line. So from here to here is going to be the blue, and then we're going to go white, red, all the way around. Now we are putting 2 petals in each zip tie. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I've got the blue here. So these are all cut 10 by 10. So we are going to have the curl side up. The only thing I did forget was my bands, and that's all right. We will make it work. So curl side up, diamond shape. You're going to bring the corner, the top down to the bottom. Line them up as best you can. This part does not need to be perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to hold that down with my left hand. We're going to make another petal. We're going to put this one right on top of that one. Now, if you want to do them singly, you most definitely can. Okay. We're stretching, taking this end, and I'm stretching it just a little bit. Pinch it and bring your edges in. Just like that. Okay. Now, let me clip it because I'm going to show you. Remember how when we were done, we turned it upside down and we staple it? I am going to go ahead and staple it now and kind of save a step at the end, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so I'm just bringing our two ends together, and we're going to put a staple right here to staple them together, just like that. Okay, and you'll see why we do that at the end if you have not seen me do one of these. Okay, so we're just going to take this and we're going to start with our blue and put it, I should have cut those off. It's been a minute since I made one of these. Hey, hey. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out, we need to go this way. So let's start here. This is all fabric mesh. I did do the Friday dance. I did. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do them. So we're going to do all of the blue. Now I do have the rest of the blue already folded together. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to rock and roll. So we're going to load all our blue. You can see I'm not worried about our edges right now. I do need to cut these off as we go though. If you want to trim the rest of that off, you most definitely can. Good morning. I just had to get started in my head. It wasn't clicking at first. I am just stapling the side. You can zip tie it if you want, whatever works for you. I have showed both ways. The other video is on my YouTube channel, and there's also a video on there how to do one of these without adding the extra set of holes. So however you want to do it. Yes, you can use regular decomesh. I don't think I would use poly burlap because it just doesn't fluff really well, but you can for sure. Yes, this is the same petal on the peppermint wreath. So I'm doing the same wreath just in the red, white, and blue. You can even leave your zip ties open if that works better for you as well. Turning this to make sure y'all can see. Good morning, everybody. I've got petals everywhere, y'all. All right, so this is the last blue. Yep, I am stapling one side. I'm getting ready to show you how I do the petal again, so I will show it. Okay, so I'm still not worried about my edges. Okay, let's do a white one, since that's the color we're starting off with. Okay, so 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape, bring your top to the bottom. Try to line these up as best you can. Does not need to be perfect. I'm going to take my left hand and hold that. If you cannot do that, go ahead and fold this petal by itself and band it. Okay. The staples will make sense when we get to the end, I promise. Okay, do the same thing to this one. Putting one right on top of the other. Okay, taking this middle, pulling down, stretching it just a bit. Pinching the middle, bringing our edges in. Now here's where I would band them, but I forgot to bring them in, so we're just going to clip it for now. Okay. And then we're going to staple the outside of the petal. Not the inside, but the outside. Just like that. Now you can do both sides if you want. I don't worry about the inside, because once you get all of that mesh on there, one of the good things about mesh is it sticks to itself. So you do not have to worry about the inside. But if you want, you can. Okay, so we're going to go with the white. And if you want to cut off those ends to make it easier, you most definitely can. Okay, now we're going to go with the red. So the good thing about these boards is you can actually mark on your board. So I've got my layout marked. So we've got the white, red all the way around. Yes, your sign or whatever you're doing in the middle will hold everything else in place as well. It worked awesome, because I've known you've ordered before, so And if you're trying to order from your phone, maybe try going to your computer. If it doesn't work, hey, hey. I don't know why I didn't cut off those ends. You definitely should. Just makes it a little bit easier to work. You hit something wrong. Alright, you should have seen me trying to add the new centers this morning. I was just like all miscombobulated. Good morning. Where can you get the staple gun? I'm sure you could find it on Amazon or Walmart or any place like that. This one is, and I don't even remember where I got this one. Boss Stitch. It's called the Python. Oh, I do have two reds together. Thank you for telling me. You win. So white, red. So I have to take all three of those off. Gosh darn it. I could say I meant to do that on purpose, but I didn't. So I didn't need to take that one off. Just wanted to see who was watching and paying attention. Oh, and then I did that one to the outside. See, sometimes you just need to stay in bed, y'all. It is Friday the 13th though, right? Are y'all superstitious? Now, if you leave your tails on, it is definitely going to be easier if you leave your zip ties open. All right. Get back in the game. Not superstitious. All right, so going with the white. Does your staples show on the ends? Probably a little bit if you're really paying attention. The only thing is I would definitely just use this as an indoor wreath because of the staples. If you want to make it outdoor, use the zip ties to do those ends. And I did show you how on the last one I did. It would be the green and white one. Okay, we're back on track now. Not superstitious. You've been in bed. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Good morning. starting to get full. Isn't it looking cute? It's gonna look better. Now you may be able to get away with just doing one petal in each of the zip ties. Maybe I'll try that next time. Back to the red, and then I'll show the petal here. Let me put a couple more in and I'll show how I did the petal one more time. Which one do I have left? I have the red to do. White, and then I will show the petal. So definitely leave your zip ties open, y'all. It'll make it a little bit easier and you don't have to fight with them. But I do usually win. All right, let me show you the red. Okay, now I know I had the other red somewhere. Oh, there it is. See? Always look on the floor. All right, let's grab our clip. So 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape. You're going to bring the top to the bottom, turn it sideways, kind of line those up, hold that down. We're going to do another petal. So I'm putting 2 petals in each zip tie. Okay. Put one right over the other, just like that. I'm going to take that middle, pull it down, stretch it just a little bit, pinch that middle, bring our edges together, and go ahead and clip it. Now this will be the outside, so I'm going to go ahead and staple these 2 pieces together, or you can use a zip tie, whichever you prefer. If you're going to use staples and sell it, make sure you tell them it's for indoor only. And there's the petal. Okay, so we're going to go back to the red. And let's finish this off. Oh, and there go the dogs. On this side. See, I told you I had these petals everywhere. So I'm thinking you could definitely probably just get away with one petal. This fabric mesh is a little bit thicker than your regular decomesh, depending on what color you're using. If you're using regular decomesh, I would probably stay with the 2 petals. And this one is available on my website if you want it. It's under Live 113.23. You have to make a Canadian one. There you go. Of cutting the very thin sheets of plexiglass. Girl, I have no idea. Good morning. Okay, now I'm going to work underneath, so you're probably not going to see this. I'm going down under. We will get all that middle worked out, because right now it looks a hot mess, doesn't it? Just trust the process. Yes, I am live. Welcome back. All right, 2 more, y'all. 2 more. Last one. Petals is folded up. Yeah, we'll fix it. I'm going to cut this one off because now we're buttoned up next to that blue. So just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to cut that tail off. Okay, whew. So now we are gonna get all of this mess together, okay? So I'm just gonna start with the blue, and you can see I'm just kind of laying them nicely in there, so they're not bunched up. Now remember, your sign or your senna, whatever you're going to use, is going to cover this part up, okay? So I'm just tucking these ends right down inside. So laying them right on top of one another nicely. can always adjust them once we get our sign on there, and the sign will hold everything down. Then we can adjust them if we need to. Look how gorgeous that is, y'all. Even I get a little bit excited sometimes. Look how pretty that is. All right, so why did we staple the outside? Because it gives it a more curled, so you get the perfect circle, but we're going to go one step further, trying to figure out where to grab. So that's what it looks like from the back. To give it a little bit tighter, now you can definitely leave it like this if you want, but to give it a little bit of a tighter look, I'm going to go back and we're going to staple one to the other. Okay, so I'm going to take my glasses off for this so I can see. I'm trying to remember how I did this the last time. I think I actually may just, what do y'all think? Should I leave it like that? Oh, got to staple this one together. Oh, I think this is what I did. Okay, that's what I did. So I'm taking, like here, I'm taking that white and the red and stapling it. Is that what I did? We're gonna see. Right together. Now if you want it the more fanned out look like this, then definitely leave it the way it is. See what it looked like. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. That's what I want to do. Just checking the other side, making sure that it's still going. Okay, so we're back to where we started. Nope, we're not. What? Oh, okay. It was just stuck to itself. No idea what the dogs are barking at. Almost, y'all, almost. Guess I can put my glasses on and see it. Whew. Yep, indoor wreath only. Now you can definitely use the zip ties for this process as well, but I'd still be here next week doing this. Because of the staples. Oh, and of course I ran out of staples. That's all right. Okay, so see how it just kind of brought everything in and made it a little bit tighter? Now I have to go back in and finish stapling those, but there you go. So for this one, we're going to put the eagle in. But you can also use a flower senna or whatever you want as a senna. If you just want to do it in all yellow for a sunflower. Okay, so we're going to go and I'm going to find our 2 senna holes. Oh, that was easier said. Easier than I thought it was going to be. Just trying to find my top. So right there's my top. Just bringing it only as tight as we need it so that we don't smush our petals. And now you can fix the inside if you need to. Now if you wanted to, you could add stars to the blue. Totally up to you. Okay, so the part that is done, totally curved, tight, tucked in, and you can see the part that's not done is kind of loose over here. Oh, where am I at? Hold on. Down here. See right there where I ran out of staples? But we will go in and I will get some more staples and we will get that fixed. And so there's what it looks like when it's nice and tight. And there's what it looks like when it's not done. Going the right way. Well, there you go. Like I can see all the things I need to fix. You going to make a spinner? Girl, you have lost your mind. You definitely could, but I would try it maybe just with one petal per zip tie. But you definitely could turn this one into a spinner for sure. Why can't I get it straight? There we go. Ooh, are you getting dizzy? Sorry. Yes, Patricia. That's why I say it's an indoor wreath only. Now, if you want to leave it like we had it before I added all those additional staples to bring it tight, then you don't need to. Okay? All right, I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. VIP, I am up with y'all tomorrow. So I will see the VIP group tomorrow. The rest of y'all, I will probably not see y'all till Monday. So have an amazing weekend. Bye, y'all.